Hello viewers and our dear farmers, this is Julius from Menit Farms again. Today we came to assess progress at one of our agent farms, and that is Sims Agro Farm here in Nabutaka in Luwero district. Some of you are following us should be seeing the progress at this farm since we delivered these animals 6 months ago. There's a lot of progress in terms of feed multiplication, and also most animals that are pregnant and expecting. Yeah, so I want to take this opportunity to speak about one of the key thematic area, and most of you have been asking us really about how small can you start when you want to venture into a goat farm. And this is exactly what I want to address today, because some people have small pieces of land, others have big chunks of land, but they want to look at that key issue, that is sustainability. Because when you decide to venture into a farm, first it must make money, so be able to generate resources to cover its running costs, but also make a profit for you, the investor. So how small should you be able to start this goat farm? Before I answer to this, I implore you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our other social media platforms, but also ensure that you follow us. Click that subscription button so that you can get subsequent updates about the progress of our farms and those of our agents. So keep hooked as I answer this question. I'm back again. So as our theme today is, we want to see how small can you start when you are venturing into any goat farm. So let us look at the factors of production. So how small is going to depend on the land resources that you have. How much land do you intend to start with your goat farm? So of course we have different systems that we use when we are rearing goats. The most common for those who have vast land is free range, and the other is semi-intensive. This is quite ideal for goats because they get an opportunity to exercise as well as get supplemented while they are under zero grazing. So semi-intensive is partially field, but also partially on zero grazing. So zero grazing is the intensive, and that is one that requires animals to be confined in one area. So as you think of how small and how big you need to start the goat farm, you need to think of the system. So these are the systems. So I'm going to speak considering a 1 acre model case. If you have a 1 acre of irrigated pasture and you want to do zero grazing, this can be able to support up to 60 goats, and this should be an acre of irrigated pasture. So when I say irrigated, it means you are not looking at variations and the vagaries of weather, whether they are going to be drought or a lot of rains. You are going to have pastures throughout the year. So this would mean as they regenerate, you are making hay, you are making silage, and you are keeping these goats. So 1 acre will be able to support up to about 60 goats when you are under that system. But that would mean the other infrastructure, such as the goats house, the staff houses, are on a separate piece of land that is not that 1 acre, because everything has to depend on how much land is available, so that you can be able to understand how many animals you will keep. Going to the other issue of semi-intensive, 1 acre that is being run on a semi-intensive system should be able to support about 30 of these goats. So meaning partially use this acre for grazing, but also part of it is being used for planting of the pasture. So this is something that really is very to understand. So the 30 will be able to be supported on the semi-intensive system, and that is for the 1 acre. Yeah, so there is free range. When you have 1 acre, we don't advise that you go above 10 goats. So you can already know, depending on how much land you have and how much in terms of maximum number of animals you can have on this piece of land. Now, there is a question on if 10 goats can make business sense, if 20 goats can make business sense. So how small do you need to start? So at the end of this video, you should be able to understand and make a decision based on the available factors of production, most especially the land aspect. So the minimum number for really ensuring that break-even happens in 3 years is 50 goats. This 50 goats is substantive because, one, you will be able to hire a professional staff or laborer to take care of a substantive number, because you are going to pay them a substantive salary at the end of the day. You don't want to invest in quite a good number of goats, and you want to put them in the hands of someone who's not going to take care of the goats well, and before you know it, you are losing the kids, you are losing the old animals in one way or another. So that is the minimum number, and considering the workers. Secondly, considering the vaccinations available, cater for 50 goats as a minimum and going forward. So when you have less than 50 goats, you'll have a wastage at some point. The other factor in this is, of course, looking at the issue of the buck that you use, because bucks can be able to mount between 25 to 40 goats, and that is one single buck in a breeding season. So if you have very less animals, 10 or 20, that would be underutilizing the buck that in most cases really costly and very expensive. Those of you who have bought these animals, so when you buy one, it needs you have a substantive number of does that can be crossed, so that you have good offsprings such as these that can be able to have high maturity weights. Such animals at 8 months, you have an animal that weighs averagely 30 kgs. Even when you choose to sell for beef, or you're selling to breeders, you can fetch good money and you're able to break even going forward. So for beginner farms, people who want to venture into goat farming, this is how you can be able to make business going forward. So if this video has been very helpful to you, kindly share to another farmer, so that this information can be accessed and used to grow the goat value chain, because these are proven models that we are using within our farms, but also at our agent farms, to maintain good breeding strategies that also align with the national breeding strategy. Thank you so much, and be blessed. Stay on our channels, share widely, and